हेलो दोस्तों। हेलो। आवाज आ रही है आपको? हेलो दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है कपिल वर्मा और मैं आपका स्वागत करता हूँ मेरे यूट्यूब लाइव सेशन में। और आज आईपीएल शेड्यूल अनाउंस हो चुका है। 2 दिन पहले आरसीबी का कैप्टन कौन होगा वो भी अनाउंस होने वाला है। और इंडिया वर्सेस श्रीलंका सीरीज भी चल रही है, टेस्ट सीरीज। बहुत से लोग बहुत डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं। वो इसके लिए क्रेजी जोन्स, जो कि ट्विटर के फास्टर अपडेटर है, वो हमारे साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं, एक्सपर्ट है। तो आपके जो भी सवाल है, वो भी क्वेश्चन है, प्लीज पुट ऑन कमेंट, पुट ऑन द कमेंट बॉक्स। हेलो। जी हाँ, कोई भी दोस्त कोई सवाल पूछना चाहता है, कोई सजेशन देना चाहता है, आ जाइए। और मेरा चैनल का नाम है कपिल वर्मा के। और मेरी जो इंस्टाग्राम आईडी और ट्विटर आईडी है, ये स्क्रॉल होती हुई नीचे। आप भी बताइए, आपको क्या लगता है कि आरसीबी का कैप्टन कौन होना चाहिए आईपीएल शेड्यूल के अनुसार? आईपीएल का जो शेड्यूल अनाउंस हुआ है उसके लिए आप कितने एक्साइटेड हो? अभी मैं जोन्स को कांटेक्ट करता हूँ, वो जुड़ जुड़ जाते हैं, जुड़ते हैं। तब तक के लिए आप बने रहिए। बस जोन्स आने वाले हैं, वेट कीजिए, अभी आता हूँ मैं। 1 मिनट में जाइएगा। तो रेडी हो जाइए दोस्तों, किस क्रेजी जोन्स जुड़ने वाले हैं। और हमारे साथ दर्शक भी आने वाले हैं, व्यूअर्स हमारे साथ। ऑल द व्यूअर्स आर वेटिंग फॉर क्रेजी जोन्स। या आपकी एक्साइटमेंट देखने लायक है। सबसे बड़ा ये कि हार्दिक पांड्या भी लंबे समय बाद क्रिकेट में वापसी कर रहे हैं। ये भी देखने वाली बात रहेगी। बस कुछ ही देर हो, क्रिस जोन्स joining in some minutes, few minutes more। अपने सवाल भेजते रहिए और इस वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर कीजिए। पसंद आए तो लाइक कीजिए। क्रिस जोन्स के मतलब कुछ टेक्निकल इश्यू है, वो अपना इंटरनेट कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं, तब तक हम बातें करते हैं। श्रेयस अय्यर पहली बार कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स की कप्तानी करने जा रहे हैं। और उन्होंने पहले दिल्ली कैपिटल्स की कप्तानी की है। तो कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स को एक आईपीएल एक्सपीरियंस कैप्टन मिलेंगे, लगभग 1 साल और हाफ ईयर, आईपीएल का आधा सीजन, मतलब आप 1.5 ईयर के एक्सपीरियंस के साथ श्रेयस अय्यर कोलकाता नाइट राइडर्स की कप्तानी करने वाले हैं और मयंक अग्रवाल भी। तब तक ये वीडियो शेयर। और आपका योर वेट इज ओवर। क्रिक जोन से here. And how are you? What about you? And how are you today?
I'm
After
fine. Thanks a lot for inviting me to the show again.
oh, recently I want to invite in my YouTube channel, but your electricity is gone. But no problem. What about in this phase of India versus Sri Lanka first test, and after that we will discuss IPL schedule.
Okay, first about first test match.
Yeah. Reviews.
I think first test match was a complete team effort, which India has been doing at home conditions. If you look at what India has done over the years in India from 2013, it has been incredible. I don't. Maybe there will be some few test matches where opposition dominated, like Australian Pune test match, then England in Chennai in the first test match. Apart from that, no team has dominated India in any of the test matches. It has been a complete team effort led by Ashwin and Jadeja once again. Both of them has been the backbone of this Indian test team in Indian conditions. Both has dominated over the years. In recently, Jadeja has been contributing a lot with the bat in last 4 or 5 years. And if you look at the batting as well, even though openers didn't get that big runs, but still there was some positives from Vihari who scored a 50. Then India once again showed that depth in the lower order with Rishabh Pant, Ravi Jadeja, Ravichandran Ashwin. These guys has been batting superbly, especially Ashwin since that in Sydney Test match against Australia. Then we all know what Rishabh Pant has been doing for Team India with the bat in Test cricket. So overall, there was lots of positives to take from this test match. And the way Bumrah bowled as well, he was unlucky at times. There was few no balls. Then he got lots of edges, but the wicket was dying out. The carry was less in last few days. So, I expected a better fight from Sri Lanka, especially their batting. Even though their bowling is not that great, to get 20 wickets of Team India. But batting is lot more experience. Angelo Matthews, Deepak Karunaratne, Tiramania, then Dhananjaya De Silva. So Dick Vella is there. So they have more experience batting unit, but they failed in both the innings. It was so disappointing, especially a Asian team not batting that well. It was so disappointing. So hopefully they can recover. Especially you need to see some fight from the opposition. Even though India is an extraordinary team, but with the batting lineup they have, they need to put up something 350, 370, etc. in the first inning, at least in the first innings. Second innings might be tough as pitches die out. There will be turn. Ashwin and Jadeja will be tough to face. But in the first innings, they should have ideally posted around 350, 370 in the board.
Uh, and anything about what should Team India's approach after this test for World Test Championship point table? About Team India also thinking World Test Championship point table.
Test championship, I think India has a very good chance. Right now, if you look at the points table, India has a very good chance, Australia has a very good chance, Pakistan has a very good chance, and South Africa has a very good chance. These are the four teams who can make an impact in the WTC, who teams which can go to the final. But as of now, I still believe India will make in the final, mainly because if you look at the schedule, they have two tests against Bangladesh in Bangladesh, then four test matches in India against Australia, then one test match against England in England. So I believe India can uh, go past Australia, even though they have Steve Smith, Labuschagne or Warner, etc. But still, the bowling unit India has with Akshar Patel coming back, Devi Jadeja and Devichandran Ashwin. That makes one of the that makes this one of the deadly spin attack as well. So I believe India has that upper hand. And the second team, I believe it will be either Australia or Pakistan. Even though South Africa has a very good chance, they have been fighting so hard. It has been a surprising move as well. Like if you look at it, they beat India 2-1, then they drew a series in New Zealand as well, which is remarkable as well. So they have been showing some very good signs, but still moving forward, they might struggle. Even though they have very good record in Australia in recent times or in last 15 or 20 years, but they have a tour to Australia, then they have a tour to England, if I'm right as well. So two tough tours coming up. Their bowling lineup can be expensive at times, so that is where they need to perform really well. Then if you look at Pakistan has a very good chance. Like they have a very good WTC fixer as well. Like they'll be facing New Zealand, then England and Australia at home conditions, and in away conditions they'll be facing a lot more lesser sides. Right now they have played two series in outside Pakistan. Like they drew a series against West Indies. They won that Bangladesh series 2-0. So Pakistan has a good chance as well. So these are the four teams who can make into the final. But ideally, I believe it will be versus India versus any from these three.
Some lot of expert talk about Parsid and some fans. Is Parsid Krishna scheme of things for T20 World Cup or other than Test? What is your point of view?
I didn't get that question. Can you repeat once again?
Yeah, scroll down in there. Is Parsid Krishna scheme of things for T20 World Cup or rather than Test?
Okay. Uh, I think it's tough for Prasid to get in the T20 setup. We need to wait and watch how he goes in the IPL. That is where he'll be tested more, especially if you look at Prasid Krishna's performance for KKR. It has been a pretty average on a average note. He has been doing very well in ODI format, but in T20s he need to perform better. Right now, if you look at the bowling unit, India has Bumrah is there, Bhuvaneshwar is there, Harsha Patel is there, then Avesh Khan is there, Siraj is there. So it's really tough for Brazil right now to enter into the T20 setup.
Okay, lot of queries is done for Parsid Krishna and now to move IPL schedule. IPL schedule. What about your view into IPL schedule? Which 12 double headers? What would you share?
I think every team has very good rest after each match because there is 10 teams is there. There will be lots of break in between, like 3 or 4 days. And if you look at the schedule, it has been very good. Even though some may not agree with the group system, but right now we need to look at the FTP cycle because BCC only has 2 months allowed from the ICC. After 2023 2024, BCCA might get extra days with the new FTP coming very soon. So then we can play 2 games each other against every side and have that 18 games in the group stage. But as of now, it's really difficult, mainly because of the FTP cycle, or else you need to include lots of double headers, and matches will be coming very quick and fast. That will be really tough for players as well, because every team has been playing non-stop cricket and they are in the bio bubble, so you need to look at from the players point of view as well. So I believe this is very good system with the group. And moving forward, we might see this 18 matches in the group for each side, as BCCI get more window for this IPL.
Yeah, this is a nice answer by Jones. And any question, any suggestion for me, for John, and any question to please put on the comment box. And now, Jones will put on the what would you say the strategic timeout 2:30 to increase on 3 minutes? What about your opinion?
I didn't hear that.
The strategic timeout 2:30 to increase at 3 minutes. What about your opinion in this rule?
Uh, I think that is mainly because for making extra money, because 2 teams are coming, so advertisers will be getting more money. So other than that, we don't need to look at too much into this stuff, because we are just for here for cricket watching, except none. These things need to happen because it's a mixture of everything, money involved, cricket, then other aspects as well, social media. There are lots of aspects going around these days. So we don't need to look at too much into these things. Just right now it's about 150 seconds, and it will be going to be 180 seconds, so just 30 extra seconds. So I don't think it's a bigger issue here.
A lot of trend for 3 minutes strategy time. And one is most important topic. Who will be RCB new captain? The RCB new captain, Virat Kohli. My opinion is no. What is your opinion? Virat Kohli, Glenn Maxwell, Fab du Plessis, and or Dinesh Karthik?
No, I don't think Virat will be the captain. I'll be really surprised if Virat will be the captain, because even Virat Kohli has moved away from this. So I don't see that happening. Most probably, I believe it will be either Faf or Dinesh Karthik. I had Glenn Maxwell before the season, but his availability is a bigger issue, because he will be playing from April 6th or April 7th something. So his availability will be a big factor. So as of now, I would be suggesting either Faf or DK. And from that, report suggests it's Faf. But I would like to have Dinesh Karthik, mainly because if you look at Faf is 37, 38 something. If Faf goes through that tough phase, every player can go through that phase. And if he is the captain, I don't see him removing from the side very soon. And if you look at RCB as a very good replacement, they have Finn Allen from New Zealand. They have Sheffield Rutherford from West Indies as well. So even if Faf is going through that tough phase, they can easily replace. But if he's made the captain, then it will be tough for team manager as well. So that is why I need DK as the captain. But reports suggest that Faf will be the captain most probably for RCB in this IPL.
My one friend asked, MS Dhoni is concerned about his back, and what is any update from MS Dhoni? He missed it first of all, first 3 matches, and no, MS Dhoni will be practicing. MS Dhoni is practice.
Yes, MS will be available. I don't see that happening. He will be available for all the season. Even he is practicing at the Surat cricket ground right now. I don't see any issues going with the availability of Dhoni in this season.
Yeah. So later the move on, Sen Won passed away in the This is I am surprised. Which is your memorable moment for Sen One?
I haven't watched many matches of Shane because I started watching cricket from 2004. If you ask from 2004, I would say Ashes 2005. It was one man show from Shane Warne. He was riding RCB, not Australian cricket team with the ball. So that will be the memorable moment 2005 Ashes.
Yeah. And who will be replaced for Jason Roy for Gujarat Titans this year?
Jason Roy, we are hearing that Gurbaz will be coming from Afghanistan. He'll be replacing Jason Roy. He's a very good attacking batsman from Afghanistan. He
To
can take
sources
out the power play.
to sources, yeah, officially or officially.
Krikbas has reported that he'll be coming. Gurbaz will be coming. Even he has posted in the Instagram as well. So I believe Gurbaz will be the replacement for Jason Roy in this season.
So see it. Please subscribe my channel. Any big updates for I will give. I will give. So Jones, yeah, many more experts will be coming on the coming days. And those last but under questions. What about Virat's 71st century T20 leagues and international?
I really hope it happens very soon. Mainly, I would have wished to happen in the ODI format. That is where Virat has that great record around 60 plus average. But India does not have an ODI match till July. I really hope it happens in Bangalore, which is his second home. He has been playing cricket Chinnaswamy Stadium for last 10 or 12 years for RCB. So I really hope it happens. And if you look at the last century of Virat came in a pink ball test match, and we are going to witness a pink ball test match again. So hopefully that happens in the second test match against Sri Lanka. So we can wait and watch how that goes on.
Last two questions. First is what about Bhuvaneswar Kumar in the ICC multi-nation ICC tournaments? And what is your opinion for Bhuvaneswar?
If you look at the recent performance, he has bowled really well. Bhuvaneswar Kumar in the T20 series, and right now he has been dropped on the ODI setup as well. So right now he need to focus more on T20 format, and there is an IPL coming. But if he can maintain that fitness, he can be a better bowler. He has that experience, and we need to wait and watch how that goes on with fitness. He used to play a few games, then he used to get injured. So that is the bigger issue for Bhuvaneswar Kumar. So if he can get that fitness right, hopefully that happens. Then we can see a better Bhuvaneswar Kumar very soon.
And last, bold. So bold prediction for IPL 2022.
Uh, I really hope CSK make into the playoff stage. That is one of the things I really wish to happen. That again, CSK in the top four.
Yeah, any Gujarat Titans new team champion like RCB, PBKS.
Can you tell once again?
Any new team champions like RCB, PBKS, Gujarat Titans, Lucknow Super Giants.
It's really tough to tell early. We need to wait and watch how that goes on. New franchises will be coming. Then we can wait and watch how that goes on.
So thank you, Jones, for joining with me, and we wish you happy and a lot of enjoying for IPL and T20 World Cup. And I wish Team India perform well in second test and good. We look to see good IPL, and we will bring another live session for you in YouTube. Thank you, Jones.
Okay, sure. Thanks a lot for inviting me as well.
ओके थैंक यू और आप मेरे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते रहिए और लाइक कीजिए शेयर कीजिए Oh, please subscribe this channel, like, share, and more. Okay, James, thanks.